Hey, what's up, guys? Kane here with XBLA fans, and I'm going to be giving you a quick taste of Mugsters. This game is out now on Xbox One from Team 17. It is available for $14.99. This is kind of like a hub world right here. We're going to jump into a level that I have not played before, and we're just going to kind of run through it real quick. We'll talk about the game a little bit. We'll kind of give you guys a little bit of a rundown on what this is. Now, this game is kind of a physics-based puzzle game. So aliens have like taken over the world or something. There's like giant robots periodically throughout the levels. What you're going to need to do is you're going to need to save your friends, and occasionally, accomplish a couple missions along the way. So we're going to jump into this level. What we're going to need to do is we're going to need to get that beam on those little towers. We're going to need to save our friends, and we're going to need to collect some different crystals or gems. So we're going to go around. There's a couple different ways you can do just about anything. So like for one thing, like I can see these enemies here. I can run them over in a car. I can, blow them up. I got lots of options at my disposal. Now throughout the level, there's going to be these walls that you can just destroy. You can run them over. You can throw explosives at them. There's a few other things you can occasionally do. You're going to see different size vehicles. The vehicles obviously will explode if they take too much damage. Just about everything in the game is destructible in some way or another. If you throw enough explosives at it, it just may take a little bit. So there's a little bit of basic platforming you're going to need to do. There's some various other things. Obviously, there's some cool things that you can interact with the levels in different ways. Like that vehicle right over there to my right, I could use as a ramp if I wanted to, which would potentially allow me to get it to a different area. That's some of the cool stuff about this game. It's got a lot of variety. There's some different creative levels here. You're going to have to watch out for a lot of different traps and, rockets and alien abduction ships. It just gets a little crazy. Like, a game kind of turns into a giant sandbox. I love the art style. It's got this cool little look, and it's really neat to see, like, everything just kind of crumble away. Honestly, one of my favorite aspects of this game is just at the end of each level, you fly away on a plane, basically. And it just shows you kind of how, like, really beautiful some of these environments can be. Obviously, you can punch, but if you get too many, enemies around you where they're surrounding you, bad things could happen. Always got to worry about that a little bit. So this game does have multiplayer. You can play with 2 people, local co-op, and that'll allow you to do all these missions with 2 people. Kind of adds a different element to it. There's a lot of different things that are going to go on throughout these levels. You got to always be careful to make sure that when you are trying to save the people, you don't accidentally kill them. Because once you save them, they're just going to follow you around for the rest of the level. Which that can be good and that can be bad. Sometimes it's best to almost just wait and get them at the end. And that'll make sure that you can escape with them and they won't die. Now this is what I was talking about. This is one of the quote-unquote, main objectives. So what we're going to do is we're going to need to line up this beam, and this is going to allow us to kind of, complete this full ray. And this is kind of the overarching, goal for this level. You got to be super careful because anything in motion will stay in motion. You leave a car moving even just slightly, and that car is going to continue to drift a little bit. It's kind of funky every once in a while. You'll notice, like, right there's some kind of almost visual, just confusion there. But that's one of the things that doesn't really affect the gameplay too much. It's just one of those things you just kind of notice after a little bit. But as a whole, I've really enjoyed this game. One of my absolute favorite aspects of this game is the fact is when you do need to recomplete a level, you don't have to do every single thing at one time. It'll keep track of everything you've already accomplished. So if you found a gem but you didn't save all the people, oh well, you can go get all the gems, all the people next time. It's really nice that not everything needs to be done in one go. One thing about this game though is you will find yourself having to kind of complete older levels and find the things you missed. Because that's what's going to unlock new levels for you moving forward. So you will have to kind of backtrack a little bit. This isn't one of those games where you can just kind of, quote-unquote, beat a level and then never come back. You're definitely going to find out that you kind of need to do that a little bit. Obviously, I kind of have terrible aim here. It's a little bit of a funky spot. I keep missing. What's nice is the game has kind of planned ahead. It's not like you're going to get stuck if you ever do that. There's generally a bomb spawn somewhere on a lot of the levels. And this makes sure that if you do happen to have terrible aim like I do, you're not really going to suddenly not be able to complete something just because you've, used up all the resources in a sense. There's almost always a way to do something. So if you find yourself still stuck, there's something you can do to kind of fix it. Again, like I could have even used that car ramp and probably just driven a car up there and ran it over that way. That might have even been even easier. Instead of, jumping up the wall like it's stairs and just climbing up. And that's something I kind of like about this game. It's a very unique game. It's very cool visually. And, wow, I am bad at this game. I don't even remember this now. Like, I'm just kind of watching this, and I'm just like, this is painful. This is painful. I mean, I think the trick would have been to put it on the other side instead of continually throwing where I'm missing. I think I can even just set it down and, like, punch it and walk away. That might have been a better goal, too. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Okay, we finally got it. So that'll complete our mission. You can check by pausing. That's what I was doing there. And it lets you just kind of grab, to make sure you're sure you have that objective done. So when you need to save your people, you can drive a car into it and open it. You can, throw an explosive. You can throw rocks. When you're fighting enemies, you can run them over. You can throw explosives. You can throw rocks. It's kind of the same thing over and over there. There's a lot of different things that you're going to be able to do, though. You're going to see 30 different types of vehicles. You can do some crazy stuff with that. This is still pretty early in the game. I didn't really want to give you guys any kind of like super big spoilers, but I also wanted to give you a level that was a little bit more complex. We're not even going to complete this level. I know that because I remember exactly what happened. We got an achievement unlock for getting kidnapped by this giant robot thing of Doom over here. This isn't the first level we've seen him. He's a big old monster, though. Got to be careful with him. Got to make sure you kind of blow him up. Otherwise, you're going to have a hard time because he's going to continually just kind of run over and try to turn himself into a giant robotic head crab. Just kind of is going to happen. Let's just be real. And the sad part is we can see the plane. It's right there. We could leave. We could be victorious, but no. So that didn't work out too hot. I'm not going to like make you guys rewatch that entire level. It's actually kind of a longer level. We're going to jump into one of the shorter ones at the beginning. This is going to show you what it's like, with the replay and whatnot. Obviously, there's also some cool things you can see over here. I haven't really figured out everything that's going on here, but when you do fill one of those like roller coaster carts, you can hit that. It's going to unlock what looks like a new vehicle on this island. I'm not entirely sure yet what we're doing on this island. This is some of the stuff that I'm kind of still exploring a little bit with this game. I played this game for about 2.5 hours, I believe, on stream. Hopefully you guys got a chance to check it out. If you guys haven't, we do stream every single Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, as well as also on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays during the day. Mine are at 9 p.m. to midnight. Zero streams from 1 to 4. We'd love to see you guys hang out with us. Obviously love to highlight some different indie games. It's kind of like our favorite thing to do as a site in a sense. We're going to jump into one of these earlier levels, give you guys a real quick rundown of what that's going to look like. And then we should be good to go. But thank you guys so much for checking out this quick taste. If you guys have any questions whatsoever about this game, please do not be afraid to ask. I am more than happy to answer anything I can. Obviously, there are time trials you can do once you've completed a level. That's what that was. If I wanted to do that, we could continue to, try to do that. I think there are actually leaderboards, so they were a little hard to find at first. That was me trying to see if I could still hit the time trial after I'd already started the level, but that's obviously not a thing. So this is a fairly simple one. This is just kind of showing you early in the game. It's kind of teaching you a little bit of the mechanics. But in reality, all you got to do is, fly away. And this is just the best way to end anything. It's really, really beautiful. I actually think this is pretty cool. I like the art style. I had a little bit of fun with this game. I think it's a little bit niche. Obviously, if you're into puzzle kind of, physics games, you might be a little more interested in this than not. Hope you guys check it out. Thank you guys so much, and later.